Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
We are traveling all over Uganda to find hardworking farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need
to make their farms more productive and adapt to climate change.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice and turn their farms around into a profitable business,
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experience
on the Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Frog,
yeah?
I think we are lost.
No, we're in the right place. It's okay. Excuse me. You know Momisa farms?
Yes.
Where?
Just right there.
There.
Yeah.
I told you.
There. Sure.
Hey, this is the place.
Wow.
Hello.
Yes, the whole family is here.
Welcoming you to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Momisa.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good to see you, Miriam.
Today, we're in Kirowoza Village in Mukono. And we're visiting Moses and Miriam Sabika on their 3-acre farm called Momisa.
Momisa for Moses and Miriam Sabika. Our farmers work closely together. They take all decisions together. They do practically everything together.
Not only them, but their 4 children and 8 grandchildren all share their love of farming.
Oh, so much. Let me tell you, there is nothing good like farming. Getting food, you have to be a farmer. You want to have milk, you have to be a farmer. You want an egg, you have to be a farmer. Anyone who is living is there because of farming.
Our farmers have cows. Moses' favorite, chicken, Miriam's favorite.
And recently, they've started rearing rabbits.
And like all self-respecting farmers in Mukono, they have a banana plantation and they grow vegetables, cabbages, sweet potatoes, amaranth.
And they used to make very good living out of veggies until COVID struck.
We are very proud with those days before COVID because we are earning daily money. Now it so happened that they stopped all the restaurant, the hotels, the schools and whatever. So we are here stuck with our veggies. So what we did was to harvest and we gave the veggies to our animal, like the cattle, and now we have the rabbit.
But now, Miriam's cabbages seem unfit for animals, let alone for human consumption. So we brought in an expert from the National Agriculture Research Organization, NARO, Robina Nagaya, to help her out.
Hello. Let's go.
Although Miriam has put in so much
immediately.
effort, pests and diseases have destroyed her cabbages. But what happened exactly?
Since this soil is so stony,
Yes.
you have to make sure that at planting, to every hole, you have to put 2 handfuls of manure.
Yes.
That manure will help them and they become strong.
We tried to put here manure, some manure, like a jerrycan. You put it from here up
And
to
it's
there.
only there.
Eh?
You put everywhere.
Everywhere.
You are also fertilizing the
weeds.
manuring the weeds. But on top of that, after planting, make sure that your garden doesn't have weeds. You have to keep on weeding.
Yes.
First of all, the farmer has to differentiate between a disease
Okay.
and a pest.
Oh.
Here we have a combination.
Of both.
When you look at this, these are indicators of pests, of different pests, snails, caterpillar, aphids,
Yes.
cutworms. They come and feed on them because of this bush which is around. When you look at also of the cabbages themselves, they have fungal infection.
Okay.
But the main one I'm observing, heart rot is one of them.
Heart rot.
heart rot,
Okay.
and Diphtheria. These are symptoms of fungal infections. So, fungal infection, you have to protect the cabbage before they are attacked.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to this level, it's a gone case. So you have to control them, first of all by weeding, by using a lot of manure, and at the same time, you bring some chemicals. We also have traps.
For cabbages?
In cabbage.
In cabbages. We have traps which we can put here, such that insects like aphids are trapped.
Okay, okay.
Other small insects are trapped. That in doing that, you are reducing on what?
Spraying.
Spraying. The only thing which we have which is stubborn are snails. So one of the measures of controlling snails, make sure that in your spraying, you put a lot of salt in water. Then you add there a fungicide,
which is Makozeb.
Makozeb. Then you put an insecticide for control, 3 of them.
How much salt can I put in water in a knapsack spray? 15 liters.
If it is an insecticide, usually we have how much we are supposed to put.
There are some dosages.
Doses they are being told us, like a dudu saipa. Then when it comes to salt, to every liter, you put 10 grams. That is 1 tablespoon.
So that is 15 tablespoons of salt.
Exactly. Because we want it very concentrated.
Yes.
And you stand and make sure that it has dissolved fully. Then thirdly, we go to fungicide.
Fungicide.
Makozeb. We usually use 40 grams.
In 15?
In 15.
Liters of water.
In 15 liters of water. Yes. And then you spray. Usually we spray not very, very early in the morning. Okay. Because in the morning, there is too much dew. And the spray when there is dew,
maybe diluted.
You are diluting the concentration. So you have to wait until it dries at around 10
to 11.
And at around 5.
Okay.
It is also very good. Okay. So long as it is not windy and it has not rained. But doing all that, the place has to be very clean. It has to be very clean.
I know.
Never allow vegetable to be intercropped in weeds. Weeds are the ones which harbor whatever you see in this garden.
But we felt so bad because we wanted those veggies to be our home consumption, our animal feeds. That has gone this season. But next season, we are going to put in much more effort according to what we have got from Shamba Shape Up. I think we shall do better.
Neither the cabbages nor the bananas are doing so well. Even the soils in this garden are different. One part is more stony than the other. But as Moses and Miriam want to continue with the same crops, it's time for a soil test. So, we brought in Ronita Kiza from Vida Valde and we collected soil samples from different parts of the garden. Let's see what this soil needs to give a better yield.
Hello.
Our farmers had a soil test done 12 years ago until now. However, they are now anxious for the results. But while we are waiting, Miriam leaves us. She's not feeling very well. But Moses is here to cover for her. He'll give her the results, and that's what counts.
These are results for bananas. Yes. As you can see here, our pH is adequate. So it's almost neutral. Then our organic matter is very low in the bananas. Nitrogen is adequate. Phosphorus is also low. Then we have potassium is high. Now potassium helps in the bunches, the banana formation of the size, yes. Okay. What it means now at planting, the first strains which start in March, April there, you need to add 150 kilograms of agricultural lime.
I've ever bought agricultural lime on this side.
Okay.
And I applied it.
How much of the agricultural lime did you add here?
I bought 50 kilograms.
50 kilograms.
Yeah.
When you're applying agricultural lime, you put around the crop. But if you're planting, you can put in the hole. Then still during the first rains, we shall add calcium nitrate. This will improve on our nitrogen, and then our bananas will look better than they are. Then also in the second rains, around the August, September, we shall need to add urea. Urea is one of the acidic fertilizers, but the good thing with this soil is they're not very acidic. So when you add urea, you're not messing up the soil.
What do you think has brought the potassium to be in that form?
Generally, our soils in Uganda, they have high potassium. Generally, our issues are the pH, because of the fertilizers we put before testing the soil. And then we have issues with phosphorus, because phosphorus can be in the soil, but because of the challenges with the pH, the crop cannot access the phosphorus. Then you find nitrogen. It can easily be lost from the soil when it rains a lot, and it can be leached, or the water can take it away. Yeah.
I will have this thinking that when we bring in the dung, that we have enough nitrogen.
It is important, as long as you compost it, then you cool it. Compost it, you put it somewhere for some time, like a month, so that the heat is lost from it. Because if you apply it when it is still hot, it will burn the crop. But now you see this organic matter, it is important to know that the pH will be regulated, then the water holding capacity will be good for the soil. However, the rate at which the organic manure releases the elements, the nitrogen, the phosphorus, it is very slow and in lower quantities compared to when the crop needs it. So when you add the DAP, that is the inorganic fertilizer, you find that enough phosphorus is released at the right time.
As for the cabbages, our expert Ronita advises our farmers to add nitrogen to get the most out of the plot, not less than 102 kilograms per acre.
And you're okay with that, Momisa?
Yeah, I'm very okay.
And you're looking forward to doing it?
Oh, yes.
Nice. That's nice. I'm also looking forward to coming back here. And wow, what happened here?
Some years back, like 12 years, we did the soil testing. But we are not as serious as now we have discovered. In the due course, we've been trying to apply in certain manure and the fertilizers, but without knowing actually what would be the proper fertilizer to be put in the garden. Now with the exercise that carried, there were things discovered that unless otherwise, we cannot do well. So it was another way of working our minds. Before you plant anything, if you are serious, you have to test the soil.
So how did it go?
It's good.
So it will continue to be good?
There'll be more goodness after the break.
Good.
Good. Huh? Good?
Good.
Good.
Good. Okay, very good.
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 Hello again. So, Caris.
It's okay. It is well, Caris. It's okay.
We are in Kirowoza Village in Mukono, and we are visiting Moses and Miriam Sabika, who are passing on their love of farming to their children.
We've seen why Miriam's cabbages are not doing well.
We've also seen why it is so important to have a soil test in your garden.
We're now going to find out how to keep Miriam's chicken happy and make sure Moses' banana plantation is well managed.
So welcome back to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Miriam loves chicken, particularly her 40 croilers, because they are easy to feed and rare. Only their chicken house doesn't look right to us, and our makeover expert Caris can't wait to shape up this place. Michael Omol from CKL Africa agrees with Caris. Hygiene is of the utmost importance when you keep chicken. This is Miriam's territory, but she's nowhere to be seen.
Where is Miriam?
She's not
She's supposed to be here with us.
She's not okay.
That's not nice. But I'm hoping that she's going to be okay. So you decided to just stand in for her?
Yeah.
So you must be feeling exactly what she's going through.
She's already here with me.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, Michael.
Yes.
What do you have to say about the chicken house?
First of all, when you're entering the chicken house, there was no foot bath. You see, when we're outside, we collect a lot of bacteria, viruses, and even protozoas, and we don't want to carry them to chicken because the chicken are very prone to diseases. So you need a foot bath. The foot bath needs to have what we call a disinfectant.
Like what?
I'll advise you use a disinfectant like Coppercide. Yeah, it's very good to use in the foot bath. You use 25 mils in 10 liters of water. You spend 2 weeks with the Coppercide at the foot bath. So it's on the foot bath. You've been using it 14 days. It's okay. Then you remove, you change and put another one. Yeah.
Oh.
Here I have some grandchildren. They move around freely. How can I locate this?
I'll tell you, Coppercide is a very safe product. Yeah? And that's why we're using it even on our foot baths, to make sure that at least you're dipping your feet and going in the house, yeah? It is safe to use even in the house, in your own house, to just disinfect your areas of the surfaces.
Yes.
With Coppercide, normal hygiene, at least do it every month. You get to fumigate the area. And in any case you feel, I've spotted a bird which is sick or the birds are feeling sickly, ever been with your birds and then you feel like they are snoring? At that point, it's very good now to get to use the Coppercide. It helps to clean the jeep.
When they even cough.
Yes. So when you spot such, you get to fumigate. Or you can do it every month. You use 50 mils in 100 liters of water. Yeah. Secondly, we entered the house and the place was feeling so congested. You would even smell of like chicken dropping. We call it ammonia. It's too much congestion in there because of the improper ventilation. And then you'd find some darts, I think, from the farm that are all over littering on the floor, which is not good. And then I saw the birds are squeezed in a smaller area.
No, wait, you're talking of squeeze. These are just birds anyway. So what?
I mean, they need good spacing. Yeah, so for layers, you need 2 birds per square meter. For dual purpose, it's advisable to have at least 4 birds per square meter. When the place is not well aerated, that is, there's no air flowing in and out, then there's too much congestion and too much of ammonia with the birds from the droppings. And the too much of ammonia in them is what causes a lot of illness. So you need a place that is well aerated, because if it is not aerated, after a week or 2, then your birds are falling ill, you run to get for another treatment measure. Just as we, human, birds also need that kind of life. They need to walk around, have enough space to interact, and also have enough space to get to eat and reach to the drinkers. Believe, when you saw the birds too congested in one area, now when the bird wants to drink, they cannot easily access the drinker because there's not enough space. So look at the number of birds you have in your place. You have 37, you need 3 drinkers. If you have 30 birds, you need 3 drinkers of the same size.
How many drinkers do you have in there right now?
I think there's
only one.
Hey.
Which is not, that tells you that the birds are not getting it. Some birds are not getting enough.
Yeah, the heavy ones are the ones drinking.
Yes.
So that's the weak ones are suffering. No, we need to work on that.
Sure.
Caris has started to work his magic on all that our expert Michael thinks needs improving. This is a complete makeover, and now it's time to show our farmers the end result.
Come in here, Momisa, what do you think?
What's this?
I love this.
Caris made a wonderful job. I think it is more better for them. They will be in a good condition, in a good life, and they feel better.
Yes, Moses.
Oh, my lord. Nice to meet you.
Long time.
Long time, actually.
Yeah.
You are also from where?
You have been a bit busy.
I've been longing for you for quite a long period.
Yeah, now I'm here.
Okay, you are welcome.
Yeah, I would like to have a look at your garden.
Yeah, it's nice.
How is it?
It's okay. Yeah.
Hey, these two go back a long way. We thought it would be a good idea to introduce Dr. Seru from Naro to Moses because his banana plantation is not doing very well. It turns out they've known each other for ages. But what is wrong with the matoke? Has Moses been doing the right thing?
Well, there may be slight mistakes, but mainly because of the weather. There's nothing you could do much because it is dry season. But when the rain comes, that is started, again, it's going to be a different thing. So with that, it is about the climate change that has caused.
Moses thinks his bananas suffered because the drought hardened the soil and prevented him from applying enough manure. But for Dr. Godfrey, the problem lies elsewhere.
The first thing is when you look at the different stools, there are signs of infestation of the weevil. For example, I got this, you had uprooted it, but if you uproot and just throw it there, still the weevil remains. And how do you know that it is infested with weevil? Let me show you. Do you see those tunnels?
I'm seeing.
Those tunnels show that the banana...
They have built their own city.
It was infested. And now once you uproot and throw it there, the weevils will move from here and go back to the plants. So now, once you see this, it means the entire field is infested. And you must come in with the control measures. Once you give it a lot of manure, the pests will take what it takes, but the plant will remain with enough for itself. Then you look out for the black ants. Once you see black ants near the root system, it shows your field is already infested with banana weevil. Some people think the black ant hurts the plant, but it is a signal to show you that there is a problem. They come to eat the larvae of the weevil. So sometimes they can even dig the entire stool. But that one helps you to know that the weevil is there. So these roots drying like this are the nematodes. And once they dry, the plant will remain standing, but when there is wind, it will fall down. You'll be able to differentiate between the banana weevil damage from the nematode damage. For the nematode, the whole of this will come out.
The whole thing comes out?
With the comb and the lands. But where we have weevils, what we call snapping happens. It just breaks. Then when it comes to the weevils, the first, even before you think of using the chemicals, there is what we call trapping. You trap the weevil. Once you harvest, you cut the pseudostem near the ground level and then get 2 pieces of the pseudostem and cover. Normally, after a day or 2, the weevils will come out, then you remove the covers, you'll be able to pick them and kill them. That is one of the ways, and it helps to reduce the population. Then we can use rocket. You use 50 mils in 20 liters. Then you apply direct to the root system of the plant. Where we have nematodes, we have to use Dudugard at a rate of 100 mils in 20 liters. You apply it the same way.
Before me, I do anything, I have to forward Miriam in front of me. When she understands the topic, I will also understand it more better. So that's why we're working together.
We have to make sure that which I know, he knows. Which he knows, I know. That's why we are moving.
5.
Oh, okay.
5, yes.
Our experts gave our farmers a lot of good advice, and I hope they will be able to put everything into practice.
The task is not going to be easy, but these are very experienced farmers, and I'm sure they'll manage it very well.
Okay then, Agi, it's time for us to go.
Moses and Miriam.
Momisa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much.
Our work here is done.
And we wish all the best to this family.
Yeah. And we hope to see you on the next Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.